So about 12 or 13 years ago, a couple came to see me about writing the woman's story. It's a very interesting story. She had had horrible child abuse, and she also always knew that although she was more or less born into the body of a boy, she was really a girl. And much later in her story, she had a sex change operation. And there were lots of episodes along the way. And at some point, I decided that the best place to end this story, because we saw we had maybe 6 books worth of material here. Book 1, if there ever was a book 2, who knows. But I figured, let's end book 1 at that point where she's thrown out of the army, and for the very first time in her life, she puts on a dress. That seemed a nice way to end the story. Well, way back at the beginning of this collaboration, they could no longer afford me, and we made an arrangement that the husband, who was a handyman, would do work for me. So they would come out all day Saturday, and he would be out there in my backyard building a gazebo or ripping up my front lawn to replace the sprinkler system or painting the house or whatever he did. And Jackie and I would be in the office, and then he would join us later. Bob would join us later. Well, Bob took it into his head after about 2 years of this project, and we had maybe 90% of the book written, that ending the story with the dress was too far in, and I was trying to squeeze another gazebo or something out of him. Which nothing could have been further from the truth. It was the last thing on my mind was to squeeze work out of Bob. But he got angry at me, and he killed the project. Since they were up 50 miles north of here, and she had to be driven here because she was very, very incapacitated, he killed the project. So Jackie and I would stay in touch with each other over the years, and I decided I wanted to finish that project. And so I called her up about 2 months ago, and we decided to be a partner. Well, I just got the finger, but the point was, Jackie has just found out that she has Lou Gehrig's disease. We don't know how much time she has left. She spends most of her day in bed watching TV and in horrible pain. So the 1 to 2 hours that she spends with me, as often as I can find time for her, which is almost every other night, she comes alive, and the full Jackie is there. And then Bob tells me the rest of the time she can barely retain her consciousness. She can't remember where she is, what she's doing. But for those 1 to 2 hours. So it's just wonderful. Thank you.